All right, so as a Chevy owner, I was not aware that if you have a Cummins, you need to have a 5-inch exhaust on there. So Lyle's made me aware of that, and they hooked us up with this 5-inch exhaust for the Silverado. Okay, so I want to give a big shout out to Lyle's, who's been helping us out with our exhaust systems. They're in Burlington, Canada, and they've helped us out with the Audi, with the GTO, and now they're giving us a hand with my Silverado. All made in Canada exhaust, stainless steel, and all mandrel bent as well. The nice thing is they also ship internationally. Now they sell generic kits for specific Dodge, Chevy, Ford, whatever. They also have kits like this where some assembly is required because you have your own custom thing. Now they're not big into installing the custom exhaust yourself, but they love selling these kits for do-it-yourselfers like you and me that are able to take it home and do it yourself. If you've got a jacked up truck, lower truck, whatever, these kits are great because you can make it yourself on a Saturday afternoon, a little bit of welding. They can do the expansion joints, whatever it takes to make it fit your truck. In this case, it is a Cummins, 5.9 Cummins in a Silverado with an NB 4500. So we have to go around the bell housing, which is a little different. Luckily the starter's on the driver's side, but let's get to installing this and make those big loud farting noises as you're pulling away past the high school. This is for you high school kids, because you keep standing there going like this, squeal your tires. I can't squeal my tires when I'm already doing 20, but I'll try up on the exhaust a little bit next time I see you guys. So here we go. Okay, so we'll start here. I had a leak on the flange right here, and Lyle, while we drove in, they just kind of patched that up for me to get me going. But it was definitely leaking around this coupler here. Now this one's not bad, it was just a bad seal on here. Shittier welds, and from there it went to this pipe, where there's nothing wrong with. The biggest issue is my muffler's got a big leak in it and is rotten. I got holes in my tailpipe. As you can see, I don't know what happened there. And the old bends aren't mandrel, so they have a big giant kink in them. And that looks like crap. The stuff from Lyle's, will start with a brand new piece that goes on my flange. Then they went up to a 4-inch that is just a little bit bigger, so I can put whatever angle I want on there, which helps. We have a 40, 45, and a 90 to work with to bring us to this 45, which brings it to a 4-inch pipe, which they gave me lots of. From there, it goes up to a 5-inch resonator and then a 5-inch tailpipe. So we'll basically start with the tailpipe. We'll put that over top of the back axle and figure out kind of roughly where we need the pipe to end up in the truck. We got lots of room for the resonator because it's a lot smaller than my old muffler. I'll figure out how to get my downpipe down to the resonator. Lots and lots of room to do whatever we want. I'm not too worried because I could basically put this anywhere. So that changes the plan. I'm gonna start from the front and work my way back. So basically, as tight as I could get, I can still get a weld to weld this to here. I've got a little bit extra on the inside, so just took a Sharpie and marked it. Now I did one little tack on there just to hold it in place. I can break that tack. And now I can trim this just on the other side of that black line. And then I need to trim this right away, almost right after the flare, because we're gonna start with our 45 coming down, or 90 or whatever it is. So here we go. I can use chop saw, grinder, whatever you want. I like the Sawzall because it's just a little bit quieter. Almost made it. So the angle here is the hardest because I have to come around the bell housing, come around a little bit, and have it parallel to the bottom of the truck. So I've cut this angle already where I think it's close, and then I cut this one just a bit too long to where I get it close, and then I can hold this up to it and just take a Sharpie and just mark where I think is closer till my height is right. And you can always cut more off. You can't really add it once it's gone. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I just welded the tailpipe to the resonator because I can't change that length. I just took the old pipe and just
put it back in the hanger where I know it fits, and made sure that I had my gap on top. I got a little spacer there, make sure it doesn't hit there, and then line this pipe up with this pipe. So now I can weld that solid. So pull that back down, weld that, then I'll hang my my muffler, I guess. Is that what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna hang up my muffler, just support it with my jack stands, put it wherever. Then I can, wherever it works good. I'll cut the hangers off of the old exhaust there. See that little tiny thing? So once I have it sitting where I want, then I know my exact length of this pipe, so I don't have to cut that one twice. And then I can weld my hangers in place, and we're done. Here we go. All right, so I got everything welded up. The hooks, I just used the originals. I had to slide that one over a little bit, put a new rod in. When you weld the rod, start at the top, you can have it hanging straight down, and then you get a nice penetrating on it. You get it nice and red. Just take the hammer, tap it over, and then you can get it to kind of curl around. That one didn't turn out too bad. That was an original. I need a horseshoe clamp for here yet, so I can still take the exhaust off if I want to. I just clear my cross member here. I'm gonna stick my finger kind of underneath that. If that becomes a problem, I might have to heat warm this up. Just put a little dent in there. Other than that, it looks great going up into there. This is the only one that's not like a nice curve to it. The top turned out really nice. I have to cut the tip off a little bit, sticking out a bit too far. But that's fine. And I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can put this tip on it. It's pretty. I'll have to cut it back regardless. It's a bit too far out. But we'll see how it sounds. Still kind of want to do some stuff underneath here yet while it's up, because the hoist is going to be used again for a while. I know I won't get to it, so a grease job. And check my fluids while I'm here. And then maybe hook up my tack. Probably not. But Kat's saying it's time to go to bed. But it's probably pretty shitty to make a video about an exhaust and not have the exhaust running, which is what we did with the GTO, which is terrible. But we'll get to it. I'll fire it up. Video's not over. Here we go. So far so good. Okay, so when I had it up beside my head, it kind of looked like a massive bucket. It really isn't that big. Like, my hand kind of covers the whole thing. It's not as obnoxious and bro-dozery as I thought it was. Still, I'm a little bit, it's kind of growing on me, but I don't know. Definitely comment down below. So I washed the truck with my daughters yesterday. I figure might as well quickly do the rims. We have videos on polishing the rims, but quickly it's sanding down all the imperfections, starting with a 120, going to a 220, then a 320, and then a green buffing wheel with a clay bar, and then a white buffing wheel with a clay bar. We'll finish it off with a clear coat, just a little trim cloud in a can, clear, and good to go cruising around. Nice and fast, past the high school again. Can't see, not being able to see all the imperfections, but seeing a little bit of chrome. I still like chrome better than black, so yeah, here we go. So the ultimate test, obviously, is to go to Tim Hortons and see if they can still hear my order with a squeaky fan belt and with a loud exhaust. So if they could accept my order and not get it wrong, it's a pretty straightforward order, but if they don't get it wrong, then the exhaust is acceptable. And yeah, so here we go. Hi, can I get 2 medium dark roast double doubles, please? That's it? Thank you very much. So I purposely pull right past so that my engine's past the speaker, but I think we passed. I think Dunville sells the most coffees out of any Tim Hortons in North America. I think we're like 2nd or 3rd on the list for people per capita. It's actually insane how much coffee comes out of this place.
right, so there's a lot to do on the truck yet. Important things are taken care of. Thanks to you guys and letting me know about an online nut and bolt supplier. The bolt is on the way for the tack signal, so we'll do another video on that coming up later. For now, the exhaust is done. It got cleaned a little bit. The rims look decent again. And we're gonna have to leave it at that for now. As for the tip, I don't know whether I'm gonna leave the tip on or not, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. We're gonna do a poll. I'm gonna vote no, take it off. My vote counts for 10 votes, and then it's up to you guys to decide whether I leave it on or take it off. So we'll leave that poll going for a week, and then after that, you'll be able to tell whether it's on or off. We've got some other updates coming. We've hit our goal on Patreon to do an exhaust brake, and I don't think that this is the right truck to do the exhaust brake on. I think we're gonna save the exhaust brake and do that on the Power Stroke on the F350 when it gets here. There's an update on that video coming as well. I really wanna thank you guys for Patreon. It still helps us kind of do a little above and beyond and do our giveaways in that. We've got another giveaway coming up. We've got lots of stuff coming up on the Audi and the GTO. Those are both finishing, and happy to say that the Mercedes, we're gonna get rid of the HP tuners on the Mercedes, and we're gonna solve all of our problems with a Holley Terminator Max. So excited when that comes. I think that's the first one in Canada that's coming here. So we'll get some videos out on that as well. So thanks for watching. Yes, it's a beat up old truck, but it's my beat up old truck, it's not the bank's. And if I can tell anything to you guys, the young guys, if you can't buy it outright, don't buy it. Don't finance vehicles, save up. It's okay to get by with an older crappy truck. It's your truck, you can change it, you can do whatever you want with it and not feel so bad when you've got dings and dents in it. And trust me, they don't cost anything but money. So thanks for watching, that's my 2 cents. Lots more coming up, here we go.